Moving right on, let's touch base with the management of Chola Investment Finance. They came out with their Q2 report card. Profits have grown 49%. NII has also seen a healthy uptick of 17%. So let's welcome in Arulselvan, the EVP and CFO of the company. Mr. Selvan, good morning. Thanks for coming on board. Given the kind of environment that we're functioning in, are you happy with the kind of numbers that you've been able to deliver in the quarter gone by?
Yes, actually it has been a good set of numbers considering the external scenario, as well as we have to also look into the fact that last year has also been a reasonably good year, and so we have come with a reasonably good set of numbers. Add to it, the Ind AS conversion has thrown some challenges, but we were able to still tide over all this and come with good set of numbers, and I think our track record has been good and we will maintain this.
Okay, going forward as well, can you give us a sense as to what is the outlook on the company's liquidity position in light of the ongoing macro situation, which isn't giving it too much comfort right now?
Yeah, thankfully for a good name like Chola, the banks are always ready to lend, maybe with a slightly higher cost, but there is no issues on availability of funds. We also had the opportunity to draw down ahead of the requirements. Like in September itself, we drew down almost like 5,000 crores, and now we are comfortable to tide over the entire quarter without any substantial additional borrowing requirements coming up. And this I mean to take care even of the business as usual, so the disbursements won't stop. We will be continuing disbursements and we will be able to meet our maturities, so we are comfortable for this quarter, and in the meanwhile we have started working to build our reserves for Q4.
Okay, could you also give us an understanding of how the vehicle finance business has done, and what's the LAP position, and what's the outlook for these two going forward?
The vehicle finance has done a spectacular performance in Q2, and I think we will continue with this performance in the coming quarters. The good part is we have a diversified portfolio within the vehicle finance, where we have different products with different yields and different customer segments, which helps us to sort of balance the portfolio. Even when one set of, like for example, if heavies come down, we will be able to scale up on the lights and mini lights and tractors, construction equipment, etc., which gives us the steady growth potential to continue our growth targets. And on the left side, the good part is with the cost of funds going up, many of the frivolous players who enter the market are getting weeded out, because they try to enter the market taking advantage of the lower cost of funds and trying to eat into the market share by doing balance transfers, etc. Now that has stopped, and we see that our portfolio will become much more robust as we go along in the coming 2 quarters.
Can you give us some commentary as well on the outlook on your asset quality going forward?
Asset quality has been best in the industry in the auto finance segment. I would say we have got one of the lowest levels of NPAs, and we see there is still some more headroom to reduce on the vehicle finance side. On the LAP side, again, we had suffered in the earlier few quarters a certain amount of gross NPAs. The legal actions on those fronts have started yielding fruit, and we have started getting settlements as well as repossessions and disposals of property, and so that's where you would have seen that we had a negative provision requirement in the quarter in the LAP portfolio, which if you refer our investor presentation you can see that. So we see some more settlements and resolutions happening in the coming quarters in the LAP portfolio, so I'm sure we will end the year at a much better note than where we are today, which itself is a very comfortable position as we stop today.
Reflected in the quarter gone by as well. Thanks much for joining in and giving us a sense as to how things have shaped up for the company, the outlook on your asset quality, as well as overall results that have come in the LAP portfolio. Chola, as we speak, is at 12:40 in trade. But this is the show addressing all of your questions and queries. We urge you to send them in to us, and we're addressing our first question